Do you think you know animals? Most of us grow up believing animals are simple: birds fly, cats sleep, dogs bark, and that's about it. But the truth is, the animal world is way stranger, funnier, and more unbelievable than we imagine. Because some animals make milk even though they are not mammals. Some animals poop perfect cubes, and others are so calm that different species use them like furniture. So today I'm going to share 10 animal facts that sound completely fake, but are absolutely real. And these are the kinds of facts that make you stop and say, wait, how is this even possible? And trust me, the closer we get to number 1, the crazier things become. Fact number 10. Let's start with a fact that already sounds wrong. Pigeons. Yes, the same pigeons you see walking around cities actually produce something called crop milk to feed their babies. And both the mother and the father create this thick and nutritious substance inside a part of their throat called the crop, then feed it directly to their young. And while it is not milk like what cows produce, it works in a similar way and helps baby pigeons grow very fast during their first days of life, which makes pigeons one of the very few birds in the world that can produce a milk-like substance. Fact number 9. Now let's talk about an animal that decided to completely ignore normal biology. Wombats are strong little animals from Australia, and they are famous for one strange reason: their poop is shaped like cubes. And scientists believe this happens because of the unique way food moves through the wombat's intestines, where different parts stretch and harden at different speeds, creating sharp edges instead of round shapes. And as strange as it sounds, the cube shape helps the poop stay in place instead of rolling away, which makes it useful for marking territory. Fact number 8. If there were an award for the calmest animal on Earth, the capybara would win without even trying, because capybaras are incredibly relaxed animals that live near water, and they are so chill that birds sit on their heads, monkeys climb on their backs, and other animals simply hang around them without fear, and the capybara almost never reacts. Which is why many people say capybaras feel like the emotional support animal of the entire animal kingdom. Fact number 7. Camels are perfectly designed for survival in some of the harshest environments on Earth, and one of their most impressive features is a third eyelid called a nictitating membrane, which is a transparent layer that moves across the eye to protect it from sand, dust, and strong desert winds while still allowing the camel to see clearly, acting like built-in goggles that shield their eyes during sandstorms. And this adaptation, along with many others, is what allows camels to travel long distances across hot deserts where most animals would struggle to survive. Fact number 6. Starfish have an ability that feels like something straight out of science fiction, because when a starfish loses an arm, it doesn't panic or give up. Instead, it slowly starts to regrow that missing part over time. And in some species, a single arm can even regenerate into an entirely new starfish, as long as a small part of the central body remains attached. Which means an attack that would end the life of many animals is often just a temporary setback for a starfish. And this incredible regeneration ability helps them survive predators, accidents, and harsh environments. Proving that in nature, survival is not always about strength or speed, but sometimes about patience and the power to rebuild. If you're enjoying these animal facts so far and learning something new, take a quick second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me which fact surprised you the most. And if you know someone who loves animals, make sure to share this video with them, because your support really helps the channel grow and lets me keep making more fun videos like this one. Fact number 5. This next fact completely changes the way you see birds, because scientists consider modern birds, especially chickens, to be living dinosaurs, since birds evolved from a group of meat-eating dinosaurs called theropods, the same group that included Tyrannosaurus rex, which means dinosaurs did not fully disappear after the mass extinction. They simply evolved, changed shape, and adapted to survive. So when you see a bird walking, flying, or even pecking at food, you are actually looking at a distant relative of ancient creatures that once ruled the Earth, making birds one of the most successful survivors in the planet's history. Fact number 4. Some birds are able to sleep while flying, which sounds impossible at first, but they achieve this by shutting down one half of their brain at a time, while the other half stays awake to control movement and watch for danger. Species such as frigate birds, swifts, And some migratory seabirds like albatrosses use this ability, especially during long journeys over oceans where landing is not always possible. This allows them to rest without losing control or falling from the sky, helping them conserve energy while staying safe, making them one of the most impressive examples of multitasking in the animal kingdom. Fact number 3. The next fact is about an animal that can basically cheat death, the jellyfish. There's a species called Turritopsis dohrnii, often nicknamed the immortal jellyfish. When it gets sick, injured, or old, it can revert its cells back to an earlier stage of life and start growing again, almost like hitting a biological reset button. Instead of dying the normal way, it cycles back to its youth. Scientists say this process is called transdifferentiation, and while it doesn't make the jellyfish truly invincible in the wild, it's one of the only known animals capable of reversing its aging process. Fact number 2. When people think of deadly animals, they usually imagine sharks, lions, or snakes, but the animal responsible for more human deaths than any other is actually the mosquito, because mosquitoes spread dangerous diseases such as malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus, which affect millions of people every year around the world. And despite their tiny size and harmless appearance, their impact on human health and history is massive, showing that sometimes the most dangerous threats are the ones we least expect. Fact number 1. Sea otters face a serious problem when they sleep, because ocean currents can slowly pull them apart while they rest. So to solve this problem, sea otters often hold hands with each other while sleeping, which helps them stay together and avoid drifting away. And sometimes entire groups link together to form floating rafts that gently move across the water. And while it looks adorable, it is actually a very smart survival strategy. The more you learn about animals, the more you realize how strange, intelligent, and fascinating life on Earth really is. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves animals. And let me know in the comments which fact surprised you the most. And I'll see you in the next one.